The draft room is electric, and the stakes have never been higher for the Baltimore Ravens. General Manager Eric DeCosta is buzzing with anticipation over their options at the 14th overall pick. After navigating a complex offseason and securing pass rusher Trey Hendrickson, the front office is zeroing in on elite blue-chip talent to bolster their lines or even trading back to stack the roster. With head coach Jesse Minter already identifying potential gems that could reshape the team, the Ravens are proving that they are ready to dominate the league.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
But the transformation in Baltimore is not just about the players on the field. It is about the look of the franchise itself. For the first time in 26 years, the Ravens are debuting a stunning new uniform collection that signals a bold new era. From the striking midnight purple trims to the intimidating new darkness helmet featuring a logo with glowing red eyes, the aesthetic shift perfectly mirrors the intensity they are bringing to the upcoming season under their new leadership. Meanwhile, the tension is mounting in New York, where all eyes are on the relationship between Giants head coach John Harbaugh and general manager Joe Schoen. Reports indicate that Schoen is currently on a high-stakes trial period, with his future resting entirely on whether he can satisfy the demands of his new head coach. As they prepare for the draft, the pressure is on to secure immediate impact players like potential top 5 pick Caleb Downs to turn this franchise around and prove that their partnership is built to last. The Giants are doubling down on this new chapter by betting big on the future of quarterback Jackson Dart. By targeting generational defensive talents like Caleb Downs and focusing on tough, reliable reinforcements for the interior offensive line, the front office is aiming to stabilize the roster and build a championship-caliber culture. This is the definition of a defining moment for the Big Blue, and you do not want to miss a second of how this unfolds. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay locked into every update as we track the biggest moves in the NFL. Ever wonder how a near-miss blockbuster trade can actually turn into your biggest advantage? That is exactly the position the Baltimore Ravens find themselves in right now. General Manager Eric DeCosta and the organization are breathing a huge sigh of relief as they hold onto that 14th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. You might remember the noise. There was a massive deal on the table with the Raiders involving superstar pass rusher Max Crosby, but DeCosta pulled the plug over medical concerns. It was a bold, potentially risky move, but by pivoting to sign Trey Hendrickson instead, the Ravens managed to keep their draft capital intact. Now, they are standing at a fascinating crossroads. This isn't a rebuild in the traditional sense, but with a new head coach in Jesse Minter and key departures like Tyler Linderbaum to the Raiders and Isaiah Likely to the Giants, the roster needs some serious reinforcements. DeCosta is looking at the board and seeing a clear talent drop-off after the middle of the first round, which puts Baltimore in the driver's seat. Do they stay put to snag a blue-chip game-changer, or do they trade back to stockpile depth? Coach Minter seems confident that they can find scheme fits even as deep as the 6th round, highlighting a philosophy that winning football is still built in the trenches. Speaking of building, keep your eyes on the tight end position. DeCosta hinted they might double-dip there, with Oregon's Kenyon Sadek squarely on the radar as a potential top 20 talent. And if they want toughness, look no further than Utah's Spencer Fano, a versatile offensive lineman who has been in constant contact with the front office. It is a calculated, methodical approach that reflects exactly why this franchise remains a perennial contender. So, Ravens fans, what is the priority? A massive playmaker at tight end or shoring up those gaps on the offensive line? Drop a comment below with your draft day wishlist and make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss our deep dive into the rest of the prospect board. After all, the draft is where championships are built, and the Ravens are clearly playing to win. Ever felt like a franchise was stuck in a time capsule? After 26 years, the Baltimore Ravens have finally ripped that capsule open. They just dropped their brand new uniform collection, dubbed The Next Flight, and it is honestly a massive shift for the team. We are talking about a total design overhaul that marks the start of a completely new era in Baltimore. First off, they have introduced a stunning new midnight purple that gives the kits a much deeper, more aggressive vibe, complete with sleek Raven wing patterns integrated right into the jerseys. But the real showstopper? The new Darkness helmet. It features a chilling logo with glowing red eyes that basically screams intimidation. They have even polished their existing Purple Rising helmet to match this sharper aesthetic. It is a bold look for a bold time because, let's be real, this is a massive transitional phase for the organization. With John Harbaugh's legendary 18-year run in the rearview mirror, new head coach Jesse Minter is stepping into the spotlight with a fresh squad and a fresh set of threads. It is a total rebranding for a new chapter of football. Does this high-octane redesign get you hyped for the 2026 season, or is the classic look irreplaceable? Drop a comment below and let us know what you think of the new Darkness aesthetic. Sometimes, to fly higher, you have to be willing to change your feathers entirely. Is there a power struggle brewing in East Rutherford? The New York Giants have a new sheriff in town, and his name is John Harbaugh, but the arrival of this coaching heavyweight has cast a massive shadow over general manager Joe Schoen. After a grueling 4-13 season, the pressure is mounting, and whispers from inside the building suggest that Schoen's tenure might be on thin ice. According to ESPN's Jordan Ronan, Schoen isn't just managing the draft, he's effectively on a trial period, being auditioned by the very coach he's expected to partner with. Usually, the GM dictates the vision, but when you sign a coach with the pedigree of John Harbaugh, the power dynamic shifts, and it shifts hard. Harbaugh isn't just coaching, he's evaluating the entire front office. It is a classic prove-it scenario that defines the high-stakes world of the NFL. Schoen has made some smart moves in the past, but in this league, yesterday's successes are quickly forgotten when you are sitting at the bottom of the division. The upcoming 2026 NFL Draft is the ultimate litmus test for their professional marriage. All eyes are on that number 5 overall pick, with draft gurus like Mel Kiper Jr. pointing toward Ohio State safety Caleb Downs as a potential game-changer. Pairing Downs with Jevon Holland could instantly stabilize a secondary that desperately needs an identity. But here is the million-dollar question. Will this be Schoen's parting gift to the franchise or the cornerstone of his survival? The draft will reveal a lot about the Giants' future, but the real story is happening behind closed doors. Whether Schoen stays or goes, one thing is certain. Harbaugh has clearly taken the wheel. What do you think? Is Schoen the right man to lead this rebuild, or is a clean slate necessary for the Harbaugh era to truly take flight? Drop your take in the comments below, smash that subscribe button to keep up with the latest NFL drama, and remember, in the NFL, nobody is safe until the final pick is in. Is the Big Apple ready for the dark side era? The New York Giants are staring down a 2026 NFL draft that isn't just about adding players. It is about defining a new identity under John Harbaugh. With Jackson Dart under center, the front office has spent free agency building a solid, if unspectacular, floor with pieces like Isaiah Likely and Tremaine Edmunds. But now, the real work begins. We need star power, and we need it yesterday. Let's address the elephant in the room, the 5th overall pick. Conventional wisdom says bolster the trenches, but the Giants are going to shock the league by taking safety Caleb Downs. I know what you're thinking, why not a tackle? Because Downs is a generational chess piece. He isn't just a secondary player, he's an on-field defensive coordinator. With his range and instincts paired with Jevon Holland, the Giants' defense is about to go from reactive to flat-out scary. But they can't ignore the dirt in the trenches forever. To protect Dart, the Giants need to get gritty. If they manage to leverage assets like Dexter Lawrence to secure interior linemen like Chase Bisantes or Keelan Rutledge, they are choosing long-term survival over short-term flash. These aren't the sexy picks that win headlines in April, but they are the road graders that win games in December. It's a commitment to the inside-out philosophy that has built champions for decades. If Harbaugh nails these picks, he's not just building a roster, he's building a fortress for his young quarterback. The question is, can they execute? If you're a Giants fan, you have to be excited about the vision. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all our draft analysis, and let me know in the comments. Would you draft a safety at 5 or trade down to protect the trenches? At the end of the day, a draft is only as good as the vision behind it, and right now, the Giants are playing for the future.